Allie, co-founder of Potomac Beads. I'm going to show you how to, and walk with you step through step, make Kimrie's bubble block earrings. Remember, you can do these as a necklace, as an earring, as pendant, a bracelet, and really have fun with this simple design utilizing the 2-hole beads. You may even want to watch this whole video before gathering up your materials to see some more options and alternatives to this nice simple stitch design. So to begin our bubble block earrings here, I have laid out in piles my materials for one earring. I have here 5 of my 2x3mm Opal AB Potomac crystals. I have 9 of my RounDuo Minis in the metallic sea blue, 9 in that metallic aqua, and 9 in the white baby blue luster. Laid out here are some 15 O's in the Duracoat galvanized silver in the Miyuki brand, and 1 wire guard. We're going to start with some .006 wildfire beading thread and a size 10 beading needle. I have on the bottom of that needle a nice little stop bead that's not going to be included in the project. We're going to begin stringing 1 row of our project, starting at the top. So if you want to do a difference in color or a difference in pattern, remember we're starting at the top and working our way down. We're going to begin by putting on 1 of our RounDuo Minis, and you do want to go through and make sure and check all of those holes since we're coming back down the row. In between, I'm going to put a 15, another RounDuo Mini, 15, another RounDuo Mini, 15. I'm doing 3 in a row to get my inch of length here of that darkest color, working my way down to 3 of the lightest color. In between each one of these beads, which is going to end up being 9 RounDuo Minis altogether, I am putting a 15-0 seed bead and letting them all drop down next to that stop bead. Once I have all of those 9 on, again 3 in each color, I'm going to end with a 15 because it's after the RounDuo Minis. Then I want you to pick up 1 of your crystals and another 15-0 seed bead. We're going to come back down this entire row, going through the second hole of our RounDuo Minis. And as we go through the second hole between each bead, we are going to add another 15-0 seed bead. So you're just going to pick up a 15 and sew through the next hole of the next RounDuo in line. You're going to repeat this the whole way down the line until we're coming out that second hole of that first metallic sea blue RounDuo Mini. Once you have that first row done and you're coming out the top of your RounDuo here in that sea blue color, go ahead and put on that same thing that you did at the bottom with a 15, then 1 of your crystals, and then 1 of your 15s. We're going to pick up our second row of our RounDuo Minis out of 3. You're going to pick up whatever color lines up with the one that you did last time, so we're going to add 3 of each color block as we go down and create the length of the piece. When you pick up 1 of your new RounDuo beads, you're going to sew down through the 15-0 that sits below it from the previous row. When you pull this through then, it's going to pull it right down next to the previous bead. You're going to continue now going through the piece, adding in another 1 of your RounDuos and sewing back through the 15-0 that's going to be right below it. Another RounDuo, 15-0, along with the color pattern. So we're not adding any 15-0s at this point. We're just sewing through and going through the ones that are already there on the right-hand side of the original row of the RounDuo Minis. When you get down to the bottom of the design and you've shared all of those 15-0s along the base, you're going to come out of your last RounDuo Mini here in that blue color and go ahead and share the 15-0 seed bead that was already there next to the crystal. Add another crystal here at the bottom onto your thread, as well as 1 more 15-0, and sew through the second hole back up towards the stop bead of that RounDuo Mini in the row 2. Continue just like we did in the previous row, adding in a 15 and then sewing up through that second hole of the RounDuo Minis that we just added. So again, you're just going to sew right up like I'm doing, adding in that next row of our 15-0s. If you don't like a little bit of thread showing, in the original design, Kimrie did use 11 OC beads rather than the 15 OC beads. The 15 OC beads definitely are smaller, but make the bead pop out, while she used a nice collection here of the ancient gold with the actual 11 OC beads in that matte silver lined amethyst. When you get to the top of the second row, it's a repeat of the top of the first row. You're going to add a 15O, a crystal, and a 15O, and then add your next row. And this is the last row in my version of your RounDuo Minis. Share that 15O from the previous row and continue adding in your color order through a first hole of a RounDuo Mini and through the 15 that sits right below. This is going to finish us up and add in the last 9 of our RounDuo Minis. When you get to the bottom, you're continuing the same thing that you did at the bottom of the other rows, adding in a crystal and a 15 after sharing the 15 at the base, and then come right back up through the top of the beads, adding in the 15 O's as we catch on the last hole. When you come out the top of the last RounDuo Mini, what we're going to do is add in our wire guard or our wire protector. If you don't have one, you can add a couple seed beads to make a loop. Actually, in Kimrie's design, she actually has it that she has ends that she can keep adding together as a toggle. What I'm going to do here is use two 15-O's, sew through here, one 15-O, catch on to the 15-O that's already there through the first hole, and go through that rondelle crystal there, that 2x3 in the opal. Go ahead and sew through a wire guard, which is going to go up through that first hole of the wire guard, sew down through the second hole of the wire guard, and through that opal 2x3 on the other side. Make sure that your thread stays in that nice little loop there of the wire guard. Sew through the 15-O there, add one more 15-O, take off the stop bead or push it down, and tie these two thread ends together. This is going to finish up the earring. If you want to, you can reinforce and put another strand or another thread pass through the wire guard, but they're actually quite light earrings. I'm going to burn down this original starter thread, and with my thread still on my needle, I'm going to take this thread and needle down through that RounDuo Mini, pulling the knot in towards the bead. Go ahead again and take that thread burner, burn down those thread edges, and simply place it onto an ear wire. So with these earrings, one thing that I did want to show was the amount of different options that you can do when working with multi-hole beads. I have the RounDuo Minis here, which again, I'll just slide right on this kidney back earring. Or what you can do is use a different style bead. So this is the disc duo here, and in front of the disc, in between the disc duo, I added 3 seed beads rather than 1. In Kimrie's original design, she added the 11 O's between those RounDuo Minis. You could do it with regular RounDuos as well. With the disc duos, I went ahead and added 2 11 O's between each of my 5 disc duos in my line. And on the interior, as I'm coming back up through, I added 3 beads. 1 of my lighter color, 1 darker, 1 lighter. When I came back down through and caught on to the corresponding 11O, I added 1 15 after my disc duo, went through that middle darker 11O, added 1 more 11O in the lighter color, and back down through. So using all 11s in between the disc duos, and then back up with 2 on the exterior side. You can try this out with super duos, you can try it out with RounDuos, RounDuo Minis, disc duos, iris duos, and really have fun utilizing and seeing the best side of these multi-hole beads. Remember, if you need any of the supplies, check out below me, and we'd be happy to send them to you from PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. Remember also, you can give a little thumbs up to this video, share the video, as well as comment below with any of your suggestions, ideas, or tried experiments with using some different beads in this same pattern. Again, thank you so much to Kimrie for this fun idea of these bobble block earrings and the intensity of all of the different options that go along with them. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and remember to subscribe to stay connected with us here at Potomac Beads.